I'm heartbroken. I really am. In shambles, 100%. I'm in shambles. I'm in shambles. I am 100% in shambles. It's nothing else for me to say. It's nothing else for me to say. I have to figure out how to pick up the pieces. I have to figure out how to pick. Corey, he won. Corey and Craig, you win. You win. I give up. I have to figure out what collateral damage happened after that. You guys win. I got to figure out how to pick up the pieces. Family is in shambles. Daughter is in shambles. Make sure you guys hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications.
I mentioned in my previous video that I was still going to call you brother Anton. I see the video that you posted and you say that you're in shambles and Corey won, which is a good sign that you're dying to your ego and you're letting go. However, this transpired at the expense of your family being affected by what you helped create. And for you to say that, I don't know what else to do. As a Christian, as a man of God, as a disciple of Christ, the word says, come, let us reason together. So what does that imply, Brother Anton? Come, cooperate. Let us, allow us to reason, sit down and talk, reason together. Let's cooperate. Let us die to our ego and our hurt. And let us sit down and reason together as intelligent men. So basically, the only thing that's really going to heal this situation that has divided the community between you and Brother Corey is for you guys to come together and reason together. Let go of the hurt and the offenses that were created during that exchange. Take the violence out of the mind and spirit and sit there and reason together. And I've said plenty times that the worst things that could happen during these times is people agreeing to disagree. No, agreeing to disagree implies we both still disagree with the subject, but we're still not together. I'm going to go my way and you're going to go your way. And therefore, it is a situation that is left to be unresolved. We have to agree to agree. We're going to sit here at this table and we're going to love our way through this as men, as human beings, not just as black men. Throw the race thing out. You got to see each other as human beings. And you have to take responsibility, Brother Anton, for the mess that you made, which has affected your family. Now, people may say, well, Corey was out of line. Corey went too far. I'm just going to be honest with you, bro. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, on the south side. And when you venture into warfare against your enemy, you will do whatever it takes to hurt your enemy, even if you have to go there. If you have to involve that person's family, if you have to hurt and humiliate your enemy's family, then so be it. It's warfare. No holds bars, bro. The whole thing is, what transpired that cultivated this war in between you and the other person? You must look at yourself, bro. You have to look at yourself. The same as Brother Corey has to look at himself. But as a man of God, for you to refuse to communicate with him while he was right in your face, and the only thing he told you, don't say that to me. That offends me. And you said that to him in order to offend. And the cause and the effects of that filtered into the area of your family, because it's warfare. But the scripture says, come and let us reason together. And why is that? Because God is not the author of confusion. Look at your podcast, bro. It is filled with so much chaos and disorder and confusion. Clean yourself up, Brother Anton. Clean yourself up. You can't say that you are a Christian and you love Jesus and you follow his example, but your podcast is full of chaos and confusion and disorder. Clean your life up, bro. Clean it up. Because now it has gotten this far to the degree that it involved Corey and you and Corey going at each other's throats. And now your family is involved. Don't you see the pattern that's developing right now? Now your family is involved. Now your daughter is upset. Your wife is being called out. It means that you, as a father and as a husband, has lost control over something that you helped create, brother. You created a fire that you can't put out. You created something that you don't have any control over. Think of the movie or the book Frankenstein. When Victor Frankenstein created a monster and that monster got out of control, it ended up hurting the people that was most dear to him. You created a monster, bro. You created a Frankenstein. And I'll be totally honest with you. I grew up around brothers like Corey. And Corey is not the type of brother you want to provoke. When I was coming up in Chicago, brothers like Corey, whenever I would see them coming in my direction, I would go in the other direction. You don't want to provoke people like Corey. I'm not saying that Corey is a bad dude, but he is a no-nonsense, and he is not going to put up with any disrespect, and he shouldn't. And you shouldn't want to disrespect and therefore offend people to take them out of their character. You know? To cause confusion. Now this is affecting your family. So basically what I'm saying in making this video, I think the two of you need to talk again. You need to sit down again and reason together and resolve this issue before it goes further out of control. And as a Christian, as a man of God, what disappointed me is that you're trying to get Babylon involved in the affairs between you and Corey when you say, I don't know what else to do. You should know what else to do. Sit down and reason together. You have to sit down But before you sit down, you have to agree, not to agree to disagree. No, you have to agree to agree. And the only way that this is going to transpire, it has to be love involved. The only way that that can transpire, it has to be some love involved. You have to love your way through this, because this is dividing the community. I mean, I've seen a lot of videos of people, some certain people shouldn't even be addressing this, accusing Corey of being effeminate. They getting all this gender bullshit involved, saying that Corey was acting effeminate, and simply because, I mean, it's chaos and disorder. And you guys need to sit down and reason together and get past this. Don't agree to disagree. Sit there, agree to agree. Sit there at that table for as long as it takes. And sit there and get rid of this garbage that a brother of mine used to tell me. We have to be on the same page. They want you to be on their page because they're really on no one else's page but their own. You have to sit down and communicate with one another until you both can see the truth of the matter together and objectively, and go from there, because this is bigger than you two now. This is affecting Brother Anton's daughter. This is affecting his wife, and sooner or later this is going to filter into other areas of where those people are not deserving of this. Sit down and reason together. Reason this out. Talk this out. Because as the scripture says, if you both are men of God, you should recognize that God is not the author of any of this confusion that you guys are involved in. And Brother Anton, when Yeshua has stood before Pontius Pilate had asked him, "Are you a king?" And he said, "Yes, I'm a king." He said, "But my kingdom is not of this world." I bring that up is because why are you going to the courts of Babylon to resolve your issue? Why are you, I'm even going to go the race route. Why are you putting this white man in between you and another brother when the only thing y'all have to do is sit down and talk this out? As a Christian, as a follower of Christ, you are not supposed to rely on Babylon to resolve your differences. You are supposed to sit down with the person who you have a grievance with and talk it out, reason together and resolve the issues. And I know that both of you brothers are intelligent enough to understand what I'm saying, and you both are intelligent enough to know that this has to be done. Both of you guys are going to have to sit down and talk again. It's unavoidable. It's unavoidable because of everything that is transpiring right now. The danger of allowing this to go the way that it is without sitting down talking about it and resolving the issue is that this leaves more room for the enemy to further separate not only both of you but the community in general with that deceptive intelligence and that deceptive reasoning of why everyone should remain angry at one another and therefore separated. It shouldn't get to the point to where you have people choosing one or the other when both men are capable of sitting down and unifying their minds, talking this out. See, what you guys are going to have to understand is that you are both responsible right now for separating the community. You're both responsible for that. And so if you want the community to no longer be divided, then both of you brothers can no longer remain divided. You have to sit down at the table and talk this through. Talk it out. Reason together until you get to the point to where you both understand the damage that was caused by both of you. Admit that this got out of control for different various reasons. Apologize to one another, and the power of the apology is going to unify the community, and it's going to be a great example between two intelligent men who died to their egos, who died to their intellectual vanity, and came together and resolved an issue that not only affected them, but their families and their viewers. Let us reason together. Can we just do that? Can we refuse to separate in disunity? I agree. We agree to disagree. Can we refuse to agree to disagree? And can we come together and agree to agree? We're going to sit here at the table and we're going to love and reason our way through this. We're going to resolve this issue that it may not affect others. Because this has reached out to your daughter now. This has reached out to your wife. And they don't deserve that, Brother Anton. They don't deserve it. So your decision has to reflect the fact that your daughter and your wife don't deserve it. And I don't think that Corey deserves to stand in a courtroom behind this when both of you guys are intelligent enough to sit down again and talk this through. You can do that on either podcast, but to tell you the truth, Brother Anton, I would suggest you sit down on Corey's podcast and not yours, because your podcast is too chaotic. You have too many people on there who would interrupt people and change the narrative to somewhere else to continue all of the chaos. But you and Corey need to sit down and reason together and talk this out.